Hi, I'm Stephanie Castano, and this is the very first episode of Worcester's Cultural Buzz. Stay tuned as we explore your city's cultural happenings. And now, here's Erin Williams.
Thanks, Stephanie, for inviting me to talk a little bit about Worcester's cultural community. The Joy of Music program is a great example of bringing the arts into everyday life. JOMP, as we fondly call it, is a music program that actively engages young people who are just new to the world of music, as well as the young at heart, who are seasoned musicians playing together. They offer classes in a wide range, everything from drumming to classical piano and voice, and you're going to hear some of their selected artists today. The Art of Science Learning is such a unique collaboration. It's one of 3 programs in the nation funded by the National Science Foundation. Its purpose? To infuse arts into science learning using technology, science, engineering, and math. How do we do that? Well, Worcester was selected as one of 3 cities in the nation to gather together 100 fellows, including artists, young people, entrepreneurs, scientists, activists, to bring arts into this problem-solving issue. And they solved the problem of public transportation in Worcester. Look and listen. I think you'll be surprised.
Did you know Worcester is exploring new ways to improve transportation throughout the city? Whether it's by foot, by car, by bus, by bike, or by taxi, Worcester has opportunities around every corner. On Thursday, January 22nd, Worcester Incubator participants hosted a launch party at Union Station with 7 teams that presented various transportation solutions to enhance the city's economic activity, connect with its communities, and improve the quality of life for its residents and visitors.
This event is a culminating event of a year's worth of work with an incubator in Worcester. One of 3 incubators, Chicago and San Diego, joined us. And it was an experiment using a curriculum, a cutting-edge curriculum that integrates the processes of arts into STEM innovation and thinking.
Joyce Kressler, the director of Worcester Incubator for Innovation, and Harvey Seifer, founder and director of Art and Science Learning, were more than pleased with the progress made by the teams, but hope that this event will push progress further.
I'm the founder and the director of the Art of Science Learning and the principal investigator of our National Science Foundation grant. So we are the ones who essentially created the whole project, which includes these 3 incubators in Worcester, San Diego, and Chicago, as well as a lot of research and public programs across the country. All of it exploring innovation at the intersection of art, science, and learning. And here in Worcester, our incubator is focused on transportation solutions, but it's also very much focused on bringing together large numbers of members of the community to learn an arts-based process for doing STEM innovation.
The event tonight is the culmination of the work of the incubator fellows who learned the curriculum and integrated what they learned into solutions that had to do with transportation-related challenges that they themselves identified during the course of the process of the grant.
Our challenge was to create an arts-infused STEM curriculum to teach young children about public and alternative transportation. We strayed a little from our original challenge. We chose to teach middle schoolers, grade 7 students who are 12 years old, about the dangers of distracted driving. What makes our STEM curriculum innovative is that we've chosen to do it with no technology. That's right, no technology. This allows even the poorest schools to be able to teach our innovative curriculum and enable students to learn the lessons being taught without being distracted by the technological bells and whistles. This is why we have named ourselves STEM Unplugged. Our curriculum adheres to the next generation science standards and incorporates a STEM component which includes simulation, multitasking, distractions, scientific observation, data analysis, and scientific writing. An arts component which includes movement, drawing, and music. Our curriculum also integrates with other studies, including language and humanities, and it includes a social component that teaches students to be safer on the road when they finally get their licenses. If you are interested in our innovative curriculum for your school, please visit our table and talk to one of our representatives. Look for STEM Unplugged. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason Epstein. I'm here representing the team Secret City Interactive. Worcester does not need more buses. It does not need more trains. It does not need anything. What it needs is people to stop and get out of their cars and weave themselves into the fabric of our city. So imagine, if you will, being able to hold up a mobile device to see the layers of a city that are going to be shared with you, whether it's movies of current events, historic photos, social media stories. But imagine being able to do that when you're outside too. Hold that same device up and see what a building used to look like, what people have said, what they've shared. So you can see this becomes a way for people to interact with a city they may not know before. Even seeing so much as current events that might happen. But wait, there's more. We have a social media aspect. People being able to say and share and talk about what they've experienced, whether it's on the spot or in a memory. Richard Simonian, and I'm just going to read here. I didn't even know this existed. Thanks again, Secret City Interactive. You're becoming an indispensable resource for getting to know for the first time the city where I was born 72 years ago. That is testament to the need of this product. But what about all those memories that stored collective? Dan Holmes Department Store, no longer here in Worcester. But so many generations shared memories. We posted this photo at Christmas time, and the list of commentary, people sharing their stories, their memories, not only touched the people who obviously lived them, but people like myself who never knew this place existed. This is what Worcester's about. This is what we can do. But there's even more when you get the user involved. The magic of what we're creating is being able to mix social media in and let the users add content of their own. This being one example.
I actually think it's fun to drive through Kelly Square. It was named after Sergeant Cornelius F. Kelly, who died in France during World War I and received the Silver Star. It has 6 rows of heating, and I don't think it's a coincidence that it's exit 13, both sides of 290.
So we're going to stop it there. We encourage you to go to our website and our Facebook page to see more of this.
Yeah, the whole premise of the Art of Science Learning is bringing art and science, technology, engineering, and math together. And we look at the arts as not just really rich and wonderful experiences in their own right, which of course they are, but also as sources of learning, where we can learn about how to be creative, how to surface our creativity in practical ways, how to collaborate effectively, communicate. These are all the skills of innovation. And so what we've built is a learning community, an arts-infused learning community, where we're learning about the arts, but we're learning about other things through the arts.
And what I'd add to that is the arts are really at the center of innovation and communication. When you're in terms of visual arts, you learn how to see things. You learn nuances. You learn to see details. In music, you learn to hear. You learn to listen. In theater, you learn to be able to communicate. In movement, you learn how to express yourself effectively. So you put all of those things together, and when you learn through the arts, you're able to communicate more effectively, and it also adds to the innovation process in that way.
Yes, arts are finally starting to be recognized as a powerful force. Did you know that the music featured in this episode's soundtrack was performed by local talent ranging in age from youth to adults? The 2015's JumpATHon fired off with a loud bang. The JOMP-A-THON is a marathon day of musical performances organized by the Joy of Music program, or JOMP. Open and free to the public, a variety of instruments were featured: woodwind, brass, percussion, string, and even the instrument we all possess, although some use it better than others, a voice. The Joy of Music program is Worcester's community music school. Founded in 1989, the Joy of Music helps children develop an everlasting relationship with music. The school started off as a tenant at the Unitarian Church and by 2002 moved to the location where it stands today, 1 Gorham Street, a beautiful cultural resource for the greater Worcester community. This year's JOMP-A-THON was dedicated to Joy of Music teacher Jim Allard, who passed away suddenly in 2014. Jim taught music for 16 years at JOMP, leaving a legacy of inspiration, fond memories, and a love for music.
Jim was just a wonderful teacher, a wonderful person. He was the kind of person that everyone admired and enjoyed watching, even though his students might not be performing. He was still interested and supportive, and always gave an encouraging word to students as they were leaving the stage. He would sometimes, if you saw a student particularly discouraged about his or her performance, he'd seek them out in the lobby and tell them how much he liked their playing. He's a really sweet man. And so we're remembering Jim a lot as we go through today.
With a goal to enrich lives and foster community through accessible musical education and performance, JOMP always makes an effort to raise money to provide financial aid for its students. JOMP-A-THON is one of the events that support the financial aid program.
So this is about financial aid. We're trying to raise a total of $10,000. We usually get close to that. Our goal is $140,000 for the year. And we still have students on the wait list for financial aid. So it's an important goal to us. It's sort of central to who we are as a community music school.
The JOMP-A-THON is a truly spiritual event that can be enjoyed by anyone. Youth and adults work together performing classical music pieces. JOMP is a wonderful opportunity to experience firsthand the level of musical talent in the city. Just listen carefully. Do you feel the emotion the song is trying to give you? Do you feel chills? Just by listening, you begin to develop the sense of emotion that the song intended to make you feel. A sixth sense to music. Thank you for joining me on a tour of your city's cultural happenings. I hope you feel inspired, and remember, there's always something new to see. You just gotta know where to look. Don't forget to tune in next time on Worcester's Cultural Buzz. I'm Stephanie Castano. Take care.